Uh-oh.
So this meal is pretty similar to what I had for lunch and breakfast, in that in both of those earlier meals, I had 2 Texas Hots that I microwaved for a minute and a glass of milk. Only I took the picture of those meals at the kitchen table, but then ate that upstairs in my room on my bed. I happened to find this leftover chocolate chip cookie that I took from the luncheon at the Grease Fire Department. No, not the Grease Fire Department. I think it was the Whitesville Fire Department. That was held after Jim's funeral the other day. This chocolate chip cookie is pretty good. Oh. Trying to decide what Agent Wonder to invest all of my knowledge points into. Maybe I'll do so into the Prosperity Towers, since that's basically an extra workshop. I made a new styrofoam today. Yeah. The visit we made to go to Jim's funeral ended up putting a damper on my plans for the tournament adventures, but it's a major family event, much more important. And it doesn't seem like that much contribution, ultimately. Just 10 hours left, roughly. In Stronghold Kingdoms, I'm currently a dame. I'm on the quest currently to destroy some wolf lairs. Wolf Hunt 5. Reward of 5,000 gold. I've got 6 out of 15 wolf lairs currently. My main army of attacking army of, at this point, entirely archers, comes from Tyler Village. The Tyler will be alternating between caps on and caps off. Big T, little y, big L, that pattern. And I can only have 3 villages. Until I reach the 17th rank, of which I currently don't know the name. I've got 38,000 gold pieces, which at this point is more than I know what to do with, since again, I can't currently buy a 4th village. I'm currently researching the baptism, first level, since I completed the castleization research, all the way up to through its 10 levels. So now my castle keeps are at their highest possible level. In my first castle located within the original village, I'm currently building a new ballista. The Iron Village, I've been working up on expanding the castle walls. And for the Pitch Village, I'm currently working on enclosing the castle. Enclosing the keep, the castle keep. Today's somewhere between 1 and 3 in the afternoon after finishing the Starfoam police officer, of which I made an attempt to try and create a more detailed and realistic appearance. I completed it at 12:44, p.m. And after that, sometime between 1 and 3 p.m., I went on the Iron Rage launcher for the first time in weeks. Some Fellowship Adventure items are easier to get than others. Wait a minute. Oh, thank goodness. Because I thought that magic dust was coming from the Goddess of Wishes, and I set I thought I had replaced it. And that now, because of my roughly 3-day absence from Elvenar, I've wasted so much potential from the new Goddess of Wishes statue. But no, thankfully that doesn't seem to be the case. We're going to need better mushroom farms. Excuse me, I've spent quite a bit of time today watching videos on YouTube. Lately, I've observed on the Duolingo app that it seems that they're trying to replace all of their original stories to make them involve their cast of characters, such as Junior, Eddie, Vikram, Oscar, and the other cast. I've got a feeling they removed a bunch of stories from the most recent app update. At some point today, I, for the first time, had one of GTS's new Summer Edition Unity kombucha flavor. It was pretty good. Something tells me there was some kind of a bit of a tang to it, like there was a hint of lemon, is what I'm thinking right now. Well, it was good and enjoyable. I had the kombucha. I think it was around 7 p.m. Or maybe it was closer to 5 p.m. then. Either way, it was in the early to mid-evening. Though, at one point, I ended up falling asleep as I laid down on my bed, taking a sip of kombucha from the bottle that I put on the floor in order to minimize risks of me spilling it. In the evening, I think from 6 to 8 p.m., there was some kind of storm outside, of which I took a picture of it. Then I think I may have fallen asleep for an hour or so. By which point the rain was pretty much over. I think around 11 a.m., Mom made me a cup of coffee, which I had plain. And I think I had that after the breakfast. Since I had that around 9:30 in the morning. And the coffee was around 11 in the morning. Either way, when I woke up, the kombucha was still good. And despite being unrefrigerated for about an hour. I'm currently here at the Booming Trader Guild. And I think today at some point I discovered in Undertale comic that involves Sans and Papyrus being fused together into an Elegam or Elegaminite through an attempt in which Apollos tried to use injections of determination to try to revive Papyrus, and it technically succeeded. Ephes. I discovered it while browsing the I believe it's the E621 site for pictures of Alpheus, I think it's pronounced. Anyway, the comic, I found a comic dub of it on YouTube called Six Bones, and it was pretty good. And the dubbers did a pretty good job conveying the heavy emotion involved within that particular kind of story.